Another thought I had is about love bombing. It's not the fact that I get mad at them for love bombing me, but it's the fact that people, when they first meet me, they get so intrigued by who I am and they love it because it's real, right? But sometimes it gets too real. And after the first couple stages of love bombing, they're just like, oh my gosh, this guy is making me face my own soul. You feel me? That's what I think, at least. I'm not gonna say that that's what they think, but that's how I see it is. They love the depth at first because it's real nigga shit, right? They love that I'm a real nigga and that I talk truth, I'm real raw and authentic. But then as life goes on, the relationship goes on, and I keep growing, right? It doesn't stop. They think that just because I'm real doesn't mean I'm gonna call out myself for actions that they do with me, right? And so I think that they see too much of their self and they get called out without me having to say a name, right? They get called out. I don't talk about them, I talk about myself, but they get called out. They feel called out because they don't call themselves out the way I do myself. And so they feel called out, and they're probably very uncomfortable. And they realize that, okay, that's when people start going distant, is because they loved my depth at first, but now they can't handle it. Now they can't handle it because they're not as elevated as me, so it makes them uncomfortable, and that's okay. That just means I'm fucking thriving. So, thank you, God. You feel me? Clearly elevating. And it ain't gonna be easy. Certain old patterns are gonna come back to me. Certain old thoughts are gonna come back to me. But what I have to do is accept that that's the thing that's gonna happen. And I just have to trust myself. I can't ignore that happens. I can't ignore that comes back to me. Certain feelings of me wanting to run back to certain people will come back, right? But right now, I chose myself. And that feels amazing. So I'm sitting in clarity. There's gonna be moments where I'm lonely later and want to call people back and unblock them. But nope. I have to hold myself accountable, and I have to be there for myself. Because if I don't, then I'll stop. That's self-abandonment. You feel me? If I go back to those people, that is self-abandonment. I have to be able to sit with myself again. I have to be able to go and make my own schedule again and put my schedule first. I have to stop prioritizing them folks who don't prioritize me. So thank you, God.